Hello, Junior Doctors. Welcome back to Junior Dr. Fiona Chow's YouTube channel. Wish you guys a Happy New Year, and today we are going to talk about the structure of our brains. So this is our delicate little brain model right here. So today we are going to talk about just that. And let's start from the basics. So the frontal lobe and parietal lobe, occipital lobe, and temporal lobe. So the frontal lobe is in charge of our voluntary movement as well as our languages, and also managing higher level and more executive part of our movements, our actions. So it is in charge of doing, for instance, I'm moving my hand like that. That is my frontal lobe working. I am moving because my frontal lobe is sending information to my arm for it to move. And it's also important for our languages. So since I'm talking in English right now, it's important for me to talk, and that is my frontal lobe as well, also working. And let's move on to the second one. The parietal lobe. So the parietal lobe is important because it is the part where we decode our sensory information as well as our sensory input. So right now I'm looking at you, or right now I'm smelling cookies. That is my parietal lobe working because that is decoding the information that I am currently sensing, so that I know what my surroundings are and what I'm looking at, what I'm smelling, what I'm eating, what I'm hearing, what I'm touching. It all works from the parietal lobe. But more importantly, the temporal lobe. The temporal lobe is in charge of the information for memory and auditory information. So it's more important for our hearing, so what we hear, and also from the hippocampus, which is in here. It is really important for our memories, like what we have when we were doing as a child. And so that is the temporal lobe. The occipital lobe is all in charge for our visual, what I'm looking at. For instance, I'm looking at you right now. So that is my occipital lobe working. Since I am looking at you, the occipital lobe sends the information to me that I know that I'm looking at you. Does that make sense? Okay, great. Let's move on. So here, this black brownish blob, also here, this is the cerebellum. So the cerebellum is in charge of balancing and coordinating our voluntary movements. So right now I'm standing, and that is my cerebellum working so that I can balance how I'm standing right now and how I'm walking right now. So that is the cerebellum, and it also helps with our posture. So when we're sitting, the cerebellum is also working. So you can see, even when you're sleeping, our brains are still working. So remember to eat healthy, exercise, and enjoy life. Thank you so much for watching Fiona Chow's YouTube channel, and remember to like it up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you so much, and see you next time.